Hi amigas, welcome to a new video on my channel. If you guys don't know me, my name is Sophia and I am the owner of Heaven's Florals and Sweets, and I have been running my business now for 5 years. Amigas, it has been a fat minute, but I freaking lost footage from my last SD card. I had 3 new videos for you girlies I lost it, pero ni modo, I'm creating new content, so hopefully I'll start posting every Wednesday now, hopefully con el favor de Dios. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a heart bouquet without using a stencil, for example, chicken wire or green foam. This is just how I have always done it. I have never used a stencil. This is just the way that I went learning. Hopefully this method also helps you girlies. But with that being said, amigas, let's get on to this video.
Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Can you focus on me?
For this bouquet, I am doing a 50 count. Let me clean these roses and then we'll get started. Okay, amigas, now that I have cleaned all of my roses, this method is a little bit different. I kind of like calling it the 3-2-1 method. I used to do my roses in a bouquet, like a round bouquet first, and then start figuring out, okay, this is the bottom, so we'll make it a triangle, and then we'll start curving from the top. But this one's a little bit different. Let me show you guys how we start off the bouquet. So what you want to do is grab your first rose, and then you're gonna put 2 roses on top to make it look like a triangle. So like this. Then once you have this, then you're gonna do 3 roses. So it's gonna be 1, 2, and then 3. As I'm doing this, I like to add a rubber band on the bottom just so I have more control and the bottom of the stems aren't going everywhere. If it's easier for you, I also recommend taping. Just make sure that you're not taping very close to the top. If not, the roses will start building into a dome. You want to have them a little bit more down when doing the heart-shaped bouquet. Now that I have my 3rd row, it should be looking something like this. Next, I'll do 4 roses and then 5. I'm going to go up to 8 layers. So now that I have 5, 6, 7, and then 8, then I'll start building my dome. When I'm adding my new rows for my next layer, I like to start from the middle. So put them in between from the previous roses. So this layer will be 6. And then I'll put them on the sides just so that the side roses have something to lean on. And it also helps so I'm not losing the roses and moving them everywhere. I'm gonna do all the way up to the 8th layer and then I'll be right back so that we could build the dome. Now that I have my 8th layer, this is when we'll start doing the top of the heart. Obviously, this is the bottom, but now that it's 8, half of 8 is 4. So you'll look for your 4th rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then from there is when you'll start doing the dome. Then that's when we go from 4 to 3 to 2 to 1, if that makes sense. So now we're gonna go backwards. So now that I found my 4th rows at the top, I'm gonna do 3 and start building that shape of the little dome. Kind of see it'll start building up. Then after 3, we're gonna do 2. I kind of like how it's looking right now, so I'm gonna tape this side off and then start doing 3 and then 2 on the other side. So then again, you look for your 4th row, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then from here, that's when I'll start building 3 and then 2. Now that we have built the top of the heart, this is where it's up to you how you're seeing the form. Now I have 3 leftover roses. I just added 1 to make the dome look circular and good. But now I have 3 leftover roses, and that's when you'll look at the heart and see where is it missing a rose, is it crooked somewhere, and just fixing it. If not, you can just even build the dome a little bit even wider. It also depends how big your roses are. So if they're smaller, obviously one side may be a little bit less of a dome. So on my left side, I have a few smaller roses. So I'm gonna add probably 2 roses. Now I added 1 extra rose over here and then 3 on this side. And I'm liking how it's looking, amigas. I actually really do like it. So with the last few roses, you kind of just take a look at the bouquet and see where there's extra roses needed. Usually at the end, you should only have about 3-4 extra roses so you could figure out where you want them if it looks like it has an empty spot. So for example, if I was doing a bouquet of 25 roses with the heart shape, I'd probably go up to row number 5 and I think I'd have 4 extra roses. So then from there, I'd fill in the gaps and see where extra roses are needed. Now, wrapping this style of bouquet can be a little bit tricky just because you don't want this to collapse. This is what you need to be careful for. If not, it's a little bit harder to find the shape of the heart. So if you don't put it in a bucket with water while you wrap, I recommend leaning it flat. So kind of going like this and leaning it flat on the table while you're able to work on wrapping. I already did my wrapping paper. It's a little bit different of a style. I'll post the photo of what my client wants, but I need to add a pearl mesh. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the middle and go all the way around. Now that I have done my pearl mesh, it is time to do my wrapping paper. I always start from the middle. That is because if you guys saw in my last clip, I turned the bouquet with the side. So if it were to collapse, there's already paper in the middle. So I know exactly where my center was and I can just move the roses slowly without breaking them to make that form again. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I try to be pretty quick when I have it leaned on the side because you never want to have it leaned on the side unless it'll lose its form eventually. So I start from the middle and try to quickly do the sides as I'm working. Now, amigas, you guys can see how tiny my camera is, but this is how I ended up wrapping it. I just added a Dior bow and a regular black bow, and this is how it looks. I think it looks so good. This wrapping style is something different. This bouquet is actually for proposals, so it matches the theme perfectly. I think it's beautiful. Let me know if you guys would like a tutorial on how to do this wrapping style. I'm hoping to do a new updated video with wrapping paper soon, but let me know if you guys would like this style in that video. That is it, amigas. Thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave me a comment down below. What are some future tutorial videos that you guys would like to see, or some other videos in general that aren't tutorials? If you guys have any other questions about this tutorial, leave me a comment down below or message me on Instagram. I'm usually pretty good at answering on there. But with that being said, amigas, bye.